there's a lot of changes that have happened here in Small World since a couple months ago. Tell me about them.
Yeah, definitely. So right now we're celebrating the holiday season. Through January 8th, you can actually come experience Small World Holiday. And basically all the kids that are in the Small World are showing you how they celebrate the holidays in their respective countries. So actually right now we're kind of going through our European section. Right behind you is actually Italy. So you have Pinocchio and all the different kids actually, yeah, oh look at that, perfect, decorate. So you'll see that the garland's made out of candies, and we're actually singing Jingle Bells in Italian, which is kind of fun. And then so there's the different areas that just take you through the entire attraction. So you get to see all the different kids, and even in the under the sea area, you'll hear the mermaids singing Jingle Shells, which is really cute.
I don't think I ever noticed that
Yeah,
before.
you have to listen very carefully, and then you can hear the Jingle Shells very quietly.
How many different countries are represented in here?
Oh gosh, I would say there's over 50 different countries represented throughout the entire attraction. And it may not be large sequences, there may just be one doll representing, and especially at the final scene is when you'll see all the different countries. And just recently, actually about 2 years ago, we just added America. It was never in here, because originally Walt Disney thought, hey, you know what, we're in America, we don't need to show up, but then recently we added a whole new sequence celebrating the different parts of it.
Got it. Now, I know that a lot of the dolls have been redressed, and there's, obviously all the decorations throughout. How long does it take to do all of this, and how do you do it while the park's still open?
So we have our special elves, actually our Disney cast members actually work during the time the park is closed. And we'll actually close the attraction about 2 weeks before we launch the holiday season just to put the final decor. But it takes about 35 working days to set up the entire attraction. That's probably about like 30 different people working on the attraction. So it's a mix of electricians, technicians, costumers, our facilities department, our Walt Disney Imagineering, all working together to bring this to life. So you have to think the very front of the attraction has over 250,000 lights. So they have to string all those lights and make sure they all work. And then in here, we actually store all the holiday decor inside the attraction throughout the year. You just never see it. So it's like hidden. So now it's just pulling things out and pulling cranes. We actually have people who rappel off of ropes to help decorate some of the higher pieces of it, just because they want to get every single spot. Because when you're in this attraction, you can kind of turn around, look up, see the different things. So they want to make sure every angle you see something special that's tied to the holidays or to the attraction itself.
That is amazing.
It's incredible. And then even throughout the attraction, you'll even notice Disney characters are dispersed even more recently. So like when we were in Italy, we saw Pinocchio. You'll see Mexico, you have Donald Duck and the Three Caballeros hanging out in there. In Hawaii, you'll see Lilo and Stitch catching the surf. So it's a lot of fun, and you have the different animals made of paper mache. And really the backstory of It's a Small World, it's the idea of what do kids do on a rainy day. So these kids were all trapped inside, and they're trying to figure out how do we keep ourselves entertained. So they said they'll send a world of peace, a message of peace out to the world, and show how they each celebrate their holidays, or when it's not holiday season, how they all just interact with each other and what their countries are like.
Oh my gosh. I don't know about all of you at home, but I have been on this ride probably hundreds of times. I never knew that that's what it was all about.
Yeah, so all of our attractions have a backstory, and it's hopefully guests will see it dispersed throughout, but it helps us kind of keep a consistency throughout the entire attraction, which is a lot of fun.
Do you have a favorite part of the ride?
Yeah, the finale is my favorite, just because it's all white and lit up, and we actually have a brand new snowman. Yeah, he's over 14 feet tall, actually made out of like snowflake crystals. He's incredible, he's huge. We have to show it to you on the way out, but it's just gorgeous with all the lights, all the different kids. It just kind of brings the whole thing together. Ever since a little kid, there's video of me as probably 2 or 3 years old riding the attraction. At the end, I'm like getting excited, jumping up at the finale. It's hysterical. Yeah.
Oh, here we are under the sea.
Yes, so this is fun, the different song, and actually the song Jingle Shells was written by one of our show writers here at Disneyland, so it's a Disneyland exclusive song, you can say.
I love that. I'm learning so much about Small World. And then the bubbles.
Yeah, so the bubbles, there are thousands of gallons of bubbles that actually put through here every single day, if you can imagine, because we want to make sure every guest gets to experience the bubbles. And it also gives you the feeling that you're under the sea.
Yes, it does. And this feels very Southern California. I know it's the islands, but this definitely feels very Southern California.
Yeah, it's very California, especially leaving out fish for Santa instead of cookies. Very healthy, I would say.
So many little details. It's amazing to me how they think of all these things. Do they put other little changes in, like little tiny things that maybe aren't as big as the snowman, but that they have fun with each year that are a little different?
Yeah, so they try to make smaller changes that's probably not very noticeable to the eye. So you may just see something like a new type of flower or maybe a new type of reindeer, something very tiny. But we do try to update it every year and add a little element. Because the same folks actually work on it year after year, so they're always thinking all year long, oh, what do you think about this and what are you doing?
Probably makes it fun for them too to do something new.
Oh yeah, definitely. It makes it lots of fun for everyone to really experience it and try the different assets. And this sequence right here behind us was just recently added 2 years ago. So all these animals over here to the right are rainforest scene. That's actually one of the newest sequences, and that was one of the latest changes into the snowman.
How do they celebrate the holidays in the rainforest?
I'm guessing they have some pines or some fun trees, some vines that they just decorate, and hang some lights. And this is the America sequence. That's actually probably our newest sequence.
My favorites.
Yes,
Woody and Jessie. Just all the music just seems like such an undertaking too. The moving of the mouths, and it's just amazing to me.
Yeah, it's definitely, I try to sync everything up so it ties in together. And then this is the big finale scene. So right behind you is the giant snowman. This is Happy Holidays.
Oh wow.
He's amazing. That snowflake is actually over 10 feet wide, which is incredible. From here it doesn't seem that big, but it is ginormous. Yes, definitely.
Oh my gosh, that's spectacular.
Yeah, so you can see it all kind of snow capped together because they're all dressed in white, so it's all tied in very nicely. Yeah, it's great to actually come in here and probably steal some holiday ideas for home. Like, oh yeah, I need a wreath. What can I put onto the wreath?
Yeah, if my home could look like this, bring a little Disney magic in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, at the end of it, what does it take to tear it all down? Does it take another 35 days, or is it like, bam, we're done? And
it takes about 2 weeks to take everything down. It's a little bit faster to take it down than to put it up. But yeah, it's definitely taking everything down. So we'll close the attraction actually for about 2 weeks. It'll go under refurbishment, and then we'll make enhancements for it to go back to the regular version as well. But then pack everything up and store it and get ready again for the next holiday season. It's incredible. It's an ongoing cycle. We're talking about Christmas here in January, February again for the next year because you just want to plan it out, make sure everything's set.
I know, I think it's early when, it's before Thanksgiving and we're talking Christmas, but...
Yeah, here at Disneyland we celebrate Christmas in July. It's one of those, you just want to get ready and have everything prepared for the guests to make sure they have the best experience possible. And these are actually different postcards that the kids from the different countries designed, sending off to their friends. Yeah. So it's actually really cute and a lot of fun.
And then even here's those lights outside.
Yes, the lights are incredible, and we actually have shows that happen every 15 minutes. After the sun goes down, you'll see magical surprises. You'll hear kind of like the sweep from the Nutcracker and different Disney images projected onto It's a Small World to kind of have that festive tie-in. And this year we actually have a new show, The Magic Memories in You. There's a holiday edition where we actually take pictures of our guests throughout the day, and then you select images and project them onto this through a special show, and it's a special holiday edition.
So everybody can get involved in the holidays here.
Definitely. So it's an amazing way to experience it.